A lot of people don't want to talk about the difficulty it is in raising a teenage child or a young adult child, especially a young adult child that don't want to listen to you. Like, as far as you listen, I'm trying to say this in a way, like, of course, like, you're looking at it like it's a young adult child, so why do you even care? But that's not the reality of it all, because age does not match maturity. And ultimately, a 21-year-old, a 22-year-old, they should still be having support of their parents, because technically you are just starting to become an adult. Look, a lot of the times I tell my daughter things because of the fact that I talk a lot about my family, because my family's a part of me. A lot of the times I try to tell my daughter things so she don't make the same mistakes that I made. But then when she makes those mistakes, I'm the one and my husband's the one that has to be there to pick up the pieces. And then on top of the fact, the amount of stress that it takes from telling you not to do something that then you then go and do, and then the fact that you're fighting me on doing it. And then after it's done, it's no, oh, I told you so. I can't say I told you so, because you don't want to give up on your child. But then how much time do you continue to keep giving said child that wants to not be a child, that wants to be grown, when you got a life to live on your own and you also got a whole nother child? And let's not get into the fact that the amount of stress that this adult child who chooses to not listen to what you tell them when you're trying to give them advice and steer them in a direction that you know that you went in, a direction that nobody told you not to go in. And when they still do it. And then while you're doing that, you have another child or children who are getting what's left of that. Like, I'm spending so much time on worrying about this adult that don't want to listen that I'm barely having enough left for my baby. And I barely have enough energy because the amount of stress that comes from going back and forth is like I barely have enough for myself. Listen, I'm here to tell anybody that's struggling with adult children or young adult children or teenage children, find some sort of support. I went to parenting class. Seek a higher power, but know that you could get through this, because it feels so uncomfortable. Like, nobody talks about how to deal with a rebellious child. People talk about how to deal with a rebellious child, but they don't talk about how to deal with a rebellious young adult who, technically speaking, legally could do whatever they want. They could go and do whatever they want once they turn 21. But honestly, like, nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Like, nobody. And I'm here to talk about it today because it has deeply affected my life. Like, and honestly, doing the same thing, I saw a video and it made so much sense, because once you do what I asked you not to do and disrespect my boundaries, whether you're a child or a friend, once I allow you to do it again without standing my ground, you are disrespecting me. Disrespect looks a lot of ways. And then because you're my child and I don't want to give up on you and I love you more than anything in this entire world, I let you do it again. And then now I'm enabling you. And they say anything that you can continue to do doing the same thing, expecting different results is insanity. And I came a really, really long way from being insane. And I cannot continue to go on with this. Listen to me when I tell you, if you don't fight for something, you're going to fall for anything. I'm learning as I go, but I refuse. I know I deserve more than this as a human being, let alone as a mother. So with that being said, keep your head up. If you have a rebellious child, you have rebellious children, or you have a rebellious young adult who you trying to stop from ruining their life, or from, you can only do so much before you ruin your life. And don't you deserve one? Thank you for letting me share. There's hope. And I know you feel hopeless, but there's hope. There's hope. I hope this helps somebody. Trust me, you got this. And trust me, I know it's hard, because trust me, it's hard right now. But you're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. Thank you for letting me share.